We reside in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, and our association is the Association for Academics. It's actually a global organization, even though it's called American Accounting Association, but about 24 to 25% of our membership is actually outside the United States. So we truly are a global organization. We primarily provide resources to educators across the globe. We also have 17 research journals. It's actually the largest collection of private accounting journals in the world by a publisher.
What I have found as a value of being a member of AAA is that you really get to develop a bond, a friendship with so many other individuals that are doing the same thing you are. It's a great place to get a research partner from another school to help you with your research, to help you with your best teaching practices. I have really benefited from a number of great teaching mentors that I was able to improve my teaching. And typically, if I go to a AAA meeting, I can come back and immediately put in a best practice that next week in the classroom.
And something that's always been so important to me is bringing practice and academia together.
So one of the things I think is all academics need to have a healthy relationship with practice. And practice has to remember that some of the things that it may be struggling with, the solution is not in practice.
Academics and practice should not be separate. They should absolutely work together to solve the issues that we're facing, whether it's an accounting pipeline issue or whether it's an issue that practice is facing that we could have academics do research on that would help move practice forward.
Yes, it's definitely one to be associated with. And I think it's an important role for practice to be involved with, because anytime that practice and industry can work with academia, it's a positive thing. What we find is we can get things changed more quickly.
The accounting professoriate relates to the accounting profession. We're talking about our research, but we also are talking about the great issues that we're facing as a society.
So anytime that education and industry and practice can work together, it humanizes us all. And we realize that we've all got the same goal.
The accounting profession has so many opportunities. And I'm a believer that the people who are out there doing accounting and working in it, those are the heroes.
I think the biggest thing that we need to do as a profession is really look at rebranding ourselves so that the public understands what our role is.
When I talk to my colleagues, my members especially, I'm talking to people who are talking to young people all the time. And they do bring their stories in front of young people, but they also bring others into their classrooms to bring their stories in.
I figured out that the best way to make a difference was in front of the classroom. And so that led me to go back and get a PhD to make sure that people of, all hues, of all phenotypes, of all types, whatever they were, had equal opportunity to the profession.
I just think it's so incredibly important to do that because it actually shows these young people that there's not a one path.
We want to have a healthy classroom environment. To have a healthy classroom environment means that we are having people come into our major and want to be parts of the profession.
We just haven't done a good job of telling our story. And so part of what we're trying to do through academia is ensure that they are talking early and often in their classes about the many, many, many different paths.
This profession's not going away. It's only going to get better.
The transformation of the accounting profession begins with us.